All right, so the election happened last night. Everybody, certainly saw that. And across the country, there were a lot of messages sent. But here's something that was very interesting. Every candidate, every elected official that was given a platform talked about housing and the lack of affordability across the country. That was in everybody's speech. It was in everybody's campaign. This is important right now. Let me sort of break it down. You can save this message. You can forward it on to somebody. But the way that politicians work is they almost work like firefighters, and they run to the burning building. Okay. And in this case, the burning building is home affordability. And so they run to it and they say, hey, look, I'm going to solve the issues that you face. And this is a massive issue. And Americans want this issue solved because many of them wonder, can I even buy a home right now in this country? And so politicians come in. We'll see if they can affect things in different cities and policies, and certainly we hope they can, so more people can afford to buy a home, achieve the dream of home ownership. But there are three things right now that affect affordability. You have to know these three things, and you have to have an opinion, sort of a relevant market opinion on these. First is the mortgage rate that is paid or received when you go out and buy a home. So what do we know about mortgage rates? They started out this year, around 7%, have gone down to the low 6s here towards the end of the year. They've come down. Matter of fact, most recently, home affordability has been the best it's been in 2.5 years. Think about that. So that is a good thing. Affordability is still a challenge, but mortgage rates have helped. Second thing is the price of the home. Well, what we know about the COVID era is prices went up dramatically across the country, but right now prices are relatively flat. We'll see maybe 1%, 1.5% price appreciation in this country this year in residential real estate. So prices aren't going up as fast. That's a good thing. Most markets are slightly appreciating or maybe even slightly depreciating. Okay, so if you take mortgage rates coming down, prices not rising as fast, those two things bode well. The third thing that affects affordability is wages. And what we know is wages are increasing at a faster pace than they have been in the last couple of decades. That's a good thing. So there are bright signs in affordability. Still a challenge for a lot of Americans, still the biggest issue that people are concerned with, and expect this issue to begin to just continue to gain steam even as we enter the next election cycle. I would say next year for elected officials, this is going to be the thing they're focused on. We as an industry need to understand this and have a relevant market opinion on it.